ready.
Hello, welcome once again to my stream. Whoever you are, wherever you're watching for, or whenever you're watching from, whatever you are watching from, because all of these streams are recorded and saved on my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today is part 2 of the Twinning Threads Intervallo for Limbus Company, and I'm very, very eager to continue. I've been listening to this song for quite a while now, and it really gets me going. It really goddamn good. Well, last we left off, we were about to investigate Rein fun dungeon and the fun attic he has. So, let's get right back into that, shall we? Just a second, let me check sure everything is working all right. Everything is working all right. Alrighty then. Now, grab yourself a drink, a snack. Get yourself nice and relaxed. We are going into oblivion in silence. Music is beautiful. Right, sorry, got caught too lost in the sauce there. Let's get right into it then. We know what we're gonna do. You know what I'm going to do. We know where this is going. It's the Kurokumo clan, deployed in my favorite boys. Time to slice and dice some indexes. Oh, game is lagging. There we go. Straight up combat. No more, just straight up combat. Alright, let's get right into it. Who is the target? The target is Heathcliff, which is a shame because Heathcliff is our main guy here. But not to worry, we have enough lust to make a resonance and activate our special. Heathcliff gets a free attack on someone. And so does Kira. No prescripts for you. I love when they roll like 2 heads in a row for a 0 sanity character. When he actually wins the clash, he rolls 2 tails in a row. It's amazing. It's amazing. See? He doesn't have the voice crack just like Ishmael does. It's a shame. Oh no, you have hit me! Whatever shall I do? Heathcliff, punish him. Nice. Who's the target this time? The target is Honglu. All right. Double the power counters. Let Kira do some flashing. She needs the sanity. Do forgive me. I am chewing on some bubble of gum, of the gum variety. Heathcliff, I don't have high speed. Is this what the hell? I have 5 speed. All right, let me just do something here. All right, Kira is clashing against the 3 speed, and everyone's going for Honglu. Honglu is the fastest, so that makes it a problem. Go here. I can't redirect that one. So regardless of what's going to happen, the Honglu is going to have to clash against an attack. And both of the attacks that we can to redirect are 3 coiners. All right, Honglu, do your best. I believe in you. As for Ishmael, she's going to be going over here. Heathcliff is going to do 2 power counters. And the rest of the crew will be punishing someone that attacks Honglu, which is going to be this guy. And so everybody else is going to attack that guy. Punishment is coming, and it is Japanese. Staggered and punished. The rest of the crew will deal with you shortly. Punish him. Go, Kira! Go, Kira! Go, Kira! Punishment! Alright. Who is the target this time? The target is Ryoshu. We have enough for a resonance, and so we shall be using it. Kira, I'm gonna steal your clash for a moment here. Sorry about that, baby girl. Why did I say that? That's horrible. I'm not gonna say that again. Ew. Feels slimy after saying that. Ew. Alright, who's lowest HP here? Let's share the load. Good enough for me. Kill them all. Thundercleave incoming for you, boy. The little stagger. How about another one? Destroyed, absolutely gobsmacked. Nicely done. We stole the clash, which is fine. Target is Gregor. We do not have enough lust for full resonance here, but that's not a problem. Gregor, unfortunately, is the fastest, and these guys rolled 554, so how are we going to do that? We can redirect the attack here, but we can't do anything about the other two, so Gregor, unfortunately, is going to have to contend with two attacks coming his way. But hopefully he'll be fine. They're both slash attacks, and he is normal against slash. Alright. We literally cannot redirect them, so we shall just be mopping up the remains of the staggered guys in this turn. There we go. I don't mind taking those 2 hits, it's fine. We didn't have enough blast to can do the unbreakable funny, but it's whatever. We're gearing up for the next round. Here we go. Target is Gregor once again. So we roll the 6 speed, that means we can redirect this attack and we can redirect this attack. Done and done. There's Q-Shoes, but we have defense power up and we're going to do a Lust Resonance regardless, so it is going to be fine. How are we going to do a Lust Resonance? Well, Honglu is going to use his Ego. And he's going to win a clash for us. Let's see. Honglu being the fastest, he can deal with this one, and Gregor, Heathcliff can change his target to another guy that isn't using his skill true. Let's maximize our chances. Gregor shouldn't be clashing, but he will be deploying his attack regardless because of the lust he has slotted in. But tagging in with him is going to be... Who are you clashing with? All right. Tagging in with him will be this guy, will be Ryoshu, so he doesn't clash directly, so the guy cannot activate his prescript. Right-o. It means we got 2 free attacks here. I don't like you. You are going to die. Get him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him now. Pop. I love playing with the Kuroku. I say that every time, but I just enjoy it so much. Especially Heathcliff, Kurokumo Heathcliff, because all of his skills weave in and out of each other. Because skill 1 and skill 2 fortify his defense skills, give him defense level up next turn. And so you just weave in from actual skills to your clashable counter where it gets empowered up to use skill 3 the next turn. And you just keep weaving in and out of powerful attacks. And together, when you use your counter, you fortify the rest of your team as long as you have Kurokumo Ishmael. What incarnation? Next up, we do not have a full resonance. We shall make one. Heathcliff unfortunately rolled a 3 on his speed, so he cannot redirect most attacks. The target currently Honglu, so we shall work with that. Ishmael, use your ego to get some lust out of this. Gregor, block, so we have 3 lust. So do you, Ryoshu. As for Honglu, he has a skill 3 ready. And he can use it. Our fastest characters is... You will be taking the brunt of this attack for Honglu. Let's see. 5. Reset the targeting, please. I want to think about this. Let's see. Our fastest enemy right now is at 5 roller. And Gregor can have a favorite on it, but I'm not gonna bet on it. We do require more lust to make this work. We have a lust on Rhodia, and she rolled a 5 speed. That means she can take this guy here, no problem. As for... we can technically get a resonance here, but it's gonna be kind of shitty. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of shitty. This is just to ensure that Gregor wins the clash and doesn't take 3 damage. I'll willingly take 1 extra turn here, no problem. I could have killed those staggered guys, but I wanted Gregor to win the clash. Gotta keep my team alive, gotta keep the Kurokumo strong. Very nice. Kill! Right. Next turn, we have a almost absolute resonance. Heathcliff's gonna finish this here. Spread the damage around a little bit. Butter him up. And that should be more than enough to kill all of them. If he does win the clash, it does not matter, for I will slay thee. Aren't unbreakable coins fun? Especially fun when I have it myself. Strike, 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 strike. Ooh, I forgot something. Hold on. Hold on tight. I forgot to turn on my... There we go. There we go. Let's worsen the quality of my camera. Time for reading. Time for that throat workout that I have to do when I do these things, right? Let's begin. Proper. Kind of a letdown when they were body blocking the door, like there was some big secret behind it. Right? Looks like any other average family home. Oh man, I get cleaning up the chore, but people should at least dust their home once in a while.
The thick layer of dust covering every surface and the blotchy wallpaper made it clear no one's been living here for a good while.
Whichever family lived here must have had a child. Look, there are drawings and dolls too, though it seems like the place has been abandoned for quite a long time. Could something bad have happened here? Yeah, something must have happened here and caused the family to flee, and they never got to return. Yep, lots of evidence suggesting that. The open door, the single shoe just lying around. So someone fled from home for some reason, never to return. I don't know, it's kind of hard to narrow down because it really could have been anything.
Are you searching for something particular, Ryoshu?
Yes, but it doesn't seem to be here. Every frame photo is singed beyond recognition, and whatever documents there were have been torn to shred. Kind of like my memories. So this wasn't where he escaped to, huh?
The Index Nurse Father, Rein. The last time we saw him, he fled the house via the corridor after suffering a severe wound at Ryoshu's hand. If by some miracle he survived, there's a chance he'd come after Ryoshu again, but Something about our last encounter led me to believe that it was the last time Ryoshu would ever see him.
This is...
Do you recognize that drawing? I found myself hoping to see Ryoshu piece together another memory. She'd been recalling new details all day whenever something caught her attention. Sadly, she responded by softly shaking her head.
Nope. I don't. That was it? I thought we were going to see something else. But yeah, this is Roland's apartment. It's a copy of it. Because Rein is a role player. Was there ever any doubt? Heathcliff, my beloved unit. Just make sure that... Alright. Oh, the thread is forming again. It's twining threads. Sangria, 230. Looks like this is the last one? I don't know. Let me collect my extra rewards here. Tasty. Sangria. Oh, lots of enemies. Level 60. And there's a mystery enemy at the end. Is this a boss fight? And it requires true modules instead of true 20... 20... Oh, fuck. 20 encapsulate. There we go. Name was tipping in my mouth. Alright, let's get down to it. Let's get down on it. Yeah, I would be very mad if I stopped, like, not midway, but literally at the very end. It was literally a cliffhanger.
After leaving Rien's quarters, we explored the Index Corridor for a while, but didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshu's memories back together.
Great work! Now that leaves just the Pinky Nurse Father's corridor. But that room didn't have any backdoors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridor, but our guideline makes it a bit difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is done. Thank you for your assistance, Dante.
Okay, glad we could help.
Dante replies they're happy to have been of assistance. Well then, it's been a pleasure.
After a brief round of handshakes, Alan returned to the Fort Bays. We probably should have done the same, but... wanna take a look around here anyway?
Sure.
As we had more business here than simply checking the doors, we decided to stay a little longer and investigate the Pinky's corridor. The Pinky Nurse Father's room had a peculiar structure. Each door we opened led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. And even though I was certain we traversed through quite a few rooms, we somehow found ourselves back at the starting point.
There are some small design differences between each room that help tell them apart, but it's difficult to tell which is which unless we look really hard at every detail.
Where are we now?
The kitchen? How do you know that? I've been here before. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fixer clips together, so I thought I'd come visit. It's someone y'all met too. I think it was must be another one who was severed by Adashki then. Damn, you might be right.
His name was Rein, the Pinky apprentice. I tick-tock, but no one here seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. After all, his existence registered to none on here but me.
So when you said back at the K-Corp that you've cooked before, you've been talking about this, huh? Yep. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here.
Your scabbard is shaking.
The reviews were glowing. One of them was yum, meaning yeah, unbelievably mouth-watering.
The scabbard, Araya, was defiantly shaking from side to side in a valiant effort to deny Ryoshu's claim. Must have been pretty damn bad.
I'm having a hard time believing her if you ask me. What did you usually make? Boxed lunch. Boxed lunch a kid might bring to grade school, which sausages cut like octopuses and tamagoyaki. A bit simple to be intense culinary artistry, don't you think? IF. Didn't you know there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry? So I want octopus sausages, tamagoyaki, and... why are we making sausages out of an octopus? No, I mean sausages cut like octopuses. And why are we cutting sausages into octopus shapes? Because it's adorbs, that's why. Oh my god. That's... isn't that the shape of a virus? Like a bacteria or something? I remember seeing something like that. What's that? Sausage carved into an octopus shape. Didn't miss a single suction cup. Come on, I didn't mean like a real life octopus. Gotta be adorbs, okay? Look at that face. Look at that face. It's adorable. Isn't it all SD once it goes down the gullet? Why is this so important? But mommy, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. IDU? Huh? You're doing weird acronyms again, aren't you? It means I don't understand. Ah, that's when you say IDK, Mom. SMH, shaking my head.
These must have been some of the happiest memories Ryoshu and Araya shared. The sinners, me and Araya, even as a scabbard, couldn't imagine or recall them in full. But for Ryoshu, the most important part of those memories remains sliced away. Still, if we can continue to piece more and more of our memories together by going over these places, do you want to check out what's upstairs too? As soon as I asked, however, the sinner's footsteps came to a simultaneous stop.
Wait. Hang on, Clockhead. Don't open that door just yet.
I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff poised to fight, hands on their weapons.
This way, manager.
And Merso, who realized what that indicated, yanked me to the back of the line. And in mere moments...
So there was someone guiding those whelps. Figured they'd send more than father to hound fighters. Thinks of a wet dog.
The claws of a massive paw slashed through where we had just been standing. Oh my!
Oh my! Holy shit! Wow! What do you mean by this, Project Moon? You make the furry faction and you give them the hugest bazongas in all of the media? Holy shit! How is that contained in there?
Wolf mask?
It really is as Maestro Emilio Benoit said. This place is already occupied. If you would be so kind as to help me with directions. Is there where Master Callisto's art is located?
The question came from a woman who appeared from one of the doors that led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, and unlike the Falvis we had encountered thus far, she seemed to make a point to speak and act with decorum. But a subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrayed this air of false civility.
Sure you're at the right address, lady? Robo-unks and stuff ain't this part of the house. Find a different corridor. Yes, I am aware. But I'm not here looking for his creations, which are easily mistaken for mass-produced garbage.
I could feel her intense gaze, even though her face remained obscured by the mask. And there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. Suddenly, I was reminded of what Rein said moments before he fled through the corridor. We let them observe us too freely.
What does it mean?
The Falvis got to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that House of Spiders has fallen, and that Ryoshu currently has possession of the Arayashiki. They want Ryoshu for themselves, whether she is completed or not. Ryoshu, as she is now.
Isn't that intriguing for once? My name is Rufo. That's a dumb name. Yoshi. Oh my. Damn. Yoshihide, the blade covered by the five fingers. Master Kalito's final and posthumous masterpiece. As a docent of Falvis, please allow me the honor of escorting you to our gallery. Do I want to? Don't see the point in hanging out with people when those aesthetic AM.
As expected, Ryoshu declined Rufo's request with a curt reply. And Araya too rattled angrily in the docent's general direction.
Hello, Vigiglola, welcome. Then I'm afraid my only remaining option is to rely on our usual method of ushering. Came to say hi, I'm already going. See you around, Vigiglola. Nice of you to show up.
How are our odds?
I don't know, she's probably tougher than me at my maxed out stats. Really? The shape of her ring suggests that she's a docent of the School of Falvism. Her position is compared to that of a capo of the Thumb, or a big sibling of the Middle. Verily, that maketh her a foe who may surpass even Ricardo's might, or with a stroke of ill fortune, even Leihang. Doubt she's anywhere near as strong as Leihang. Our chances are HOHOM. Half or more? I like those odds. Half off half or more. Dude, really? Outmodded has-been. Why seek out the art of a has-been after all this time? It was a decision met with much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto, why everyone agrees that it is no less foolish than casting a pearl before swine. And they were quite on point with that assessment. His oeuvre, recovered from the house, were more tools than art. the sort of that like the workshop meisters might assemble. No self-respecting master would create such mundanities and call them art. Now, I must ask you for your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of his work. But what I observed above this room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the ferrity which we scarred the walls and the floor, as though a frenzied beast had torn through them. There is but one tool that could possibly have left such marks behind. At least you got a passable eye for art. Yoshihide, I ask you, have you ever considered pursuing art of a further elevated beauty? It will be an experience that departs from the dilapidated remnants that dubs itself corporism, a movement so constrained by its obsession over the human corpus that once it had depleted all meaning it had to offer, it began piling on and empty definitions onto itself. Fauvism is a movement that has broken from the traditional mode, unfettered like a beast that runs free. We dare ourselves to ask questions that challenge the mind. What is a man? What are things? What does it mean to trace the origin? How do we define that which we call le fauve? Wild beast. There are subject matters that have led to us fauves into the field of fertile creativity. This is somehow similar to what N-Corp is trying to do, trying to find the original form of a human being or something like that. It's kind of like what K-Corp is doing as well. That's why Sanjo just disappeared in the pool of tears. Should you, a wielder of that relic, enter the fold of our movement, it will layer work with such an unrelenting spectrum of colors that will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression in the annals of history. In other words, what can we offer you will be much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like Callisto. Never consider him my teacher, not a real one anyway. Finding beauty among the carnage of blood and flesh is a lesson I learned on my own. And yes, I know enough about your movement. Maybe I consider some of the works created by your school acceptable, at least among the ring's art, or not, I can't remember. Then will you? But I don't know. I don't know what makes your art more elevated than the one I pursue. The one you pursue? Didn't the site you claim to have seen clue in? Oh, it did. I do understand. Your art may appear to be no more than unchecked chaos at a glance, but upon closer observation, it reveals a fierce, dominant force that threads the entire scene together with its keenness as the connecting suture. Your blade work, too, shows such multi-layeredness. Mere keenness often entails mundanity, yet you have transcended such a limit by scorching the tail end of each slash, truly a unique aesthetic sense. I believe I sufficiently understood the full extent of that artistic American beauty in that scene. No, you didn't. Lesser painters like you are such mediocrities that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in the grotesque. They do little beyond painting the hell reflected in their eyes and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry held in an instant, wrath unbound from the yoke of reason, the fading gleam of despair in the hymn. You give no thought to what each of those emotions signifies, instead obsessing over the cursory qualities of what is beheld. Let me teach you otherwise. Pay attention, because I want to forge you another long-winded lesson.
Ryoshu, ready in her scabbard.
Pointillists, fauvists, suprematists, blurrators, cubists. I visited my share of the Ring's galleries. I heard the commentaries, but none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definitions buried under symbols, caked in patchworks of empty shells. You and your art both talk too damn much. Just like Callisto's, kept trying to take from other movements, forcing meaning where there was none. Excess is easy, anyone can do it. What's beyond most is making it succinct, the art of abbreviation. Alas, if it's always one by one abbreviated away, nothing remains in its absence, making the void left behind completely bereft of meaning. Nope, the void is what remains, and it holds things that can't be found anywhere else. What is this, a minimalist manifesto? Nope, my aesthetics go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculacy, a state of perfection wherein further abbreviation is an impossibility. Stangria. Bit abstract, isn't it, to remove to play with a distinct lack of any meaningful striking qualities? What exactly is it that elevates your art above that of fauvism? Painters. We're the stubborn sort that mere words can't convince. Indeed, there is no discipline more subjective than that of art. Discourse concerning its nature may extend for days on end, but it will not change the fact that unseen arts are meaningless, pretentious illusions at the end of the day. Then I suppose I'll have to carve it right into your eyes. Please do, though I'm afraid it may be overshadowed by the sheer vibrancy of my aesthetics. I, a docent of Lefofism, shall personally welcome you to my critique session. Look at those eyes. Damn. Damn. But Ryosho does have a point, and it kind of ties into the Kabbalah a little bit and some other philosophical meanings. Like, it is exactly the empty space that makes the bow useful, if you have heard that one. Boss time, she has 8 protection. Let's check out what you do, Rufo. Skill, passive, let's see. Gain 2 protection for every life of a student in the ring. If the student uses critique in this encounter, gain 2 protection and heal 5 SP set starting next turn. Alert at 15 SP, double SP healing factor. And ally life of a student, gain 2 predator, reduce minimum before getting hit by a skill that has 1 attack weight. There's the ally still in the ring, rather than sitting, take attack instead. Turn end, if the unit uses critique, if an ally of a student recruits vacancy with the same student unit. Every turn start, assume that recruited vacancy due to its effect, gains fragile on the first level down, max of each. Inflict 1 palette vibrante next turn to sinners that have mole color. What's palette vibrante? Take more damage. All right, let's rumble. Oh wait, I have to read this because it has lore in it. Nothing here. Malcar Rouge. Oh, some say that the ring's paint is made from the same base material as augmentation tattoos. They are both nigh indelible pigments that take considerable effort to erase, let alone bleach. The middle uses their tattoos for self-augmentation. Does that make the ring tattoos more brands that, when forcibly applied, weaken their enemies? Woven claws, lynx claws, and even those of turtles, so minuscule yet intricately arranged. What a bold expression. Touchy-hearty. Palette vibrante. Intrinsic in the outward appearance of each animal is a distinct purpose, and we Lefovs are the ones, Lefove, whatever, are the ones who awaken and express the parity of those that we call wild beasts among them. Fixed panic, Lefovs mask the loot. One might ask what even distinguishes Lefovs from factions such as Heishos, Arcor packs, and more that incorporate beats into their identities. A reasonable carry of that, there is no doubt to that I say we are distinguished by the transcendence of beastliness into artistic costumery, while the Heishos have mindlessly jammed it into their anatomies, disregarding their aesthetic qualities. They're furries, I see, I get it, I understand. And a lower lane 3s here that I can... The first step is always but a single animal, and with every quest for artifarity, another beast is layered atop the previous specimens. Chimeras. Alright. Let's get down to it. Let's check. Neutral. Power counter. And evade. It's unclashable because she has friends. Nope. It is clashable. That's a blunt. We're normal to blunt. We can take it. Strike it then! Attack! Again, all heads and then tails. It's fine, I take it. This might be a long fight. We can attack her despite the fact that she has protection for allies. Lovely. Finishing touch. Good. And now she's using detachment. Clash lose. Right, here we go. We have enough for a very good clash here. How is our defense power up? Good enough for me. focus on this guy. Kira, you got a pre-attack. You shall be paralyzed. Well, not really. Your friend shall be paralyzed. You attacked my friend. How dare you? Again, I'm not reading the boss too much because I know my team. I know what I'm doing with them. So Art of War, let's apply it. I know my team, so I know what I can do and I can't. Or I like to think I know my team, you know? Thundercleave! You don't get to clash. You only get to be paralyzed, my friend. Ow. Ow. Still get to attack, so it doesn't matter. That's what we like to see. Turn 3. She's popping out a lot of attacks. Critique, 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 critique. Target fixed. Clash power for true. Negative effect on target. Target has vibrant. Clash power 6 and deal 100% more damage. While having... Wait up. Oh. If the target has Palette Vibrante, the target has a crit defense skill while having Palette Vibrante. And no one has Palette Vibrante, do they? I see. How do you apply Palette Vibrante anyway? Combat end. Inflict on Palette Vibrante certain series that have molecular blue, touche hardy. Well, we don't have none of these, so we're gonna have to deal with that. We're pretty good, I'd say. Let's get our defense counters. Oh, you're all using clashable counters. Can we clash counter you? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. No, it's one-sided because the target fixed attack. Whoops, my bad. Let's check it out. Let's check it out now. The Punk's old brother. Go. Next attack. Going for her. I don't want to get hit, so I shan't. Next up is Gregor. Gregor can push. Rolling to Rhodia. Rhodia has a counter. Not ideal. And here we go. Not ideal either, but we'll have to do. Right. How about we do a Fear for the forest and then kill this guy. No, kill that guy over there. Yeah. Rhodia might be taking a hit here, and she doesn't have a good evade, but I'll take it. Oh, we killed the guy we were targeting. You attacked my friend, how dare you? Yeah, she got staggered, but we, the Kurokuma clan, does not know what a stagger is. We don't give a damn. Cloud, Thunder. Bleed for me, boy. Nah. Back to it. It's gonna be a long fight, so that means we're gonna get a lot of ego resources to get our passives going. Pumping and nice. Let's see what we can do. Let's begin with Red Eyes and some counters on hit at end. Yeah, it's true power-ups after all. Roll the 5 speed. I'll take that 5 speed with pleasure and with joy. Favored. And favored. And then we have but one to clash. It's vehement overpating. Who are you targeting anyway? You're targeting Honglu. Honglu is currently busy. So you're gonna take a Cloud Cutter. Attack that is going on. There we go. Get it. Get it done. Get it done. Do your dance. To this guy as well. Who was targeting him? It was Rodia. Rodia. Do your thing.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Yes.
그걸 마실 걸?
Cloud Cutter. You get free bleed.
역시 모르네.
One down. Red Eyes AoE, getting Ryoshu a little bit of ego power. Up next, Lefauvism. Let's check our lust. How can we clash against this? The 913, and we currently don't have any power-ups. I see. So Heathcliff shall be dealing with these guys instead. No, they're also using powerful skills. We do need lust here, so have her and Ryoshu do their lust dance. Lustful boys that we are. Full of lust, full of wonder. Ding, ding. Yeah, let's count that guy. Favorite over here, and everybody over here. We love lust in this house. Ooh, yeah. Blast him.
자, 맛볼 시간이다.
You can't exactly force your friend to take an attack for you if it's an AoE, can ya? Ah, that's gonna be a stagger, but you know what happens when you hit a friend of mine? Heathcliff will punish you. Or rather, the guy that he was going to kill. Ow. And now we give you infinite bind.
활락에 삼켜지기 전에.
And now you're paralyzed. Cleave him for me. Yes, yes. You're the only one left. You will be punished for your sins. Punished rather severely, I might add. Let's see. Right, we gotta check out who's targeting who. First one, Rodia. Rodia has a cleave. It's not very strong, but we can make it strong with a pride attack. Second one, Honglu. Honglu has Cloud Cutter. Cloud Cutter would cut it. Following up with, there's only one attack going for Heathcliff, so we're gonna use Thunder Cleave. Oh my, Thunder Cleave is weakened. How's the weakened? I don't know, but it will be empowered soon. And a power counter as well. Wait, we can use the power counter? That's the one-sided. Never mind. Ooh. Kill that guy. As for Ryoshu, we do need lust and we do need it now. Ryoshu. Dodge. Is it clashing properly? Yes. Check, defense. Yep. For lust, going. Good. Heathcliff might take a hit, but that is completely fine by me.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
First for the flames.
모, 불, 아,
You hurt my friend! You coward! We killed that guy now! Tick 21. I do not know what a stagger means, brother. I'm just going to hack you to pieces now. I do not know what a stagger means, brother. I'm just gonna hack you to pieces now. We do have a lot of bleed, so we do need some healing of some sort.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Ow, ow, ow. Nah. Are you bringing your friends back? Yeah, this is gonna be a long-ass fight. We're packing in for the long run, boys. But it is a boss fight, and I do love it. Neutral. Do we have any healing eagles? I do not believe we do. Not a problem. Let's see. What shall we do? We already used Rosette Desire once. We can use Body Sack to get their Eagle's passives going. Hit click can handle true. Oh, there we go. Dominating. Yeah, he can handle true attacks here. Very good. Favored. I like that. Got the Lust Resonance, but we need him further. We need more Lust. There's not enough. We could use a healing. I don't think we have any healing eagles equipped. We do have Pursuance and Guardian of Thorns. Guardian of Thorns require True of Every Sin, so we don't have that available yet. We need more Envy and we need more Gloom. Maybe next turn. Favored. Goes dominating, and this attack is going for Kira. You know what, Kira? Do you what you do best. I do want another Lust so we can get Unbreakables. So Lust Ego it is. Then doggies ain't gonna do nothing. Ow. Oh no, that's a stagger, but in the Kurokuro Glad, we don't know what a stagger means, so we just keep meatheading you. Ooh, she has a lot of bleed, I just realized that. Yeah, that Healing Eagle has to come soon. All right. We do not have the ego ready to go, brother, but we're gonna have to do it. She is going to die. She uses the ego. In other words, they have to use someone else to use the ego. That heals, ego healing. We have Thunderclaw ready, so we can use our powerful counter. Get our flashes going here real quick. Where are you targeting at? You're targeting the Clashable. Alright, I think it's time for Superbia. Or we could use Era. No, Superbia. Yeah. It's time for Gregor to make it shine. She might die before the clash happens, and that's what I'm scared of. And we do need more Lust. Let's evade. Let's see. Magical Arrow. How are the clashes gonna happen? First Heathcliff, second Heathcliff, third Ishmael dodging, fourth Ryoshu, followed by Gregor doing a one-sided, Hira, then Gonglu, and finally Rodion. That should be the order things are gonna go. So Gregor is gonna heal her before she can use her eagle.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
It's a stagger and a kill! Please don't kill Heathcliff. No, the clash, the magical arrow has betrayed me. Goodbye, Rodion. The magical arrow has betrayed me. Unfortunately, we lost Rodion, which was our source of maintaining infinite bleed on the character, but that's fine. As a reminder, Heathcliff and Ishmael get stronger as allies die. Uh-oh, uh-oh, punishment is coming, action is coming. Action is coming. Yeah, that's about the order I chose things. By the way, I never checked her weaknesses. I'm just rocking it blindly here. What are you weak to? Lust? What a coincidence. But we're not using Lust this time around, which is a shame, because we're saving it for our big explosive attacks. Oh, without your students, you're quite vulnerable, aren't you? Ooh, mode change. You are worthy of the privilege of behold my prized needlework. Took 10 turns to get here. Let's make it count. Is there a power of attack, max speed 15, change the post attack, do you turn when opposing attack? Final power for every 6 bleed on sinking on target. We have some sinking and some bleed, and we don't seem to get rid of it. But we shall make do. First, Honglu. Go over here, Honglu. Heathcliff, how's your power-ups? You have +1 and a slash power-up as well. Take care of some of these attacks so we can get our Lust Resonance going on. Let's debuff the hell out of the enemy, shall we? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we do need that pristine healing as well. This is for the sake of Paralyze. Ryoshu is quite low, and she's on a... Yeah, I'm happy with this. We don't know what that means. Strike at her! Paralyze her! Punish her! No more clash power for you! I thought I made myself very clear. No clash power for you.
환락에 삼켜지기 전에.
No clash power for you, I say. And now the healing.
이걸로 대신하지.
So good. Cool attack. And here's the counter. Moving on, moving on.
777 못하게 뭐하고 있냐? 너희들 잘 좀 챙겨줘.
Let's see what we can do here. That is a powerful attack. The True of Inspiration. Which is the character with least negative effects? Well, Heathcliff only has one. Struggling. Dominating. Dominating. How about we use an ego here? Gregor, you're going to use Shadow Cloud against a skill that hits for blunt damage. And I do recall that you're quite fatal to blunt damage. And it is a blunt damage of the Sloth variety. You are normal against Sloth. But I would rather not take that attack. It's going to do double damage. But we shall make do anyway. Deploy, destroy.
싸워.
Eat the Thundercleave.
이 피었잖아.
You hurt my friends, now you get punished for it. How dare you win a clash? How dare you have unbreakable coins?
40. 멈춰.
Strike! There goes all the bleed, unfortunately.
끝이.
Shuttle Cloud incoming. Oh no! Well, he broke one of the coins. And that's a dead Gregor. Excuse you, not dead yet. He fights on, the warrior. And you get punished for that powerful attack. I adore playing the Kurokumo clan, man.
흐릿한 등화 곱게 적은 종이에 번졌으니 식구의 하늘 용이 되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
Violet Breaking Slam incoming.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
That's a. Oh, we got a unfortunate thing here going on. That is bad. Oh no. Oh no, brother. Burst forth from the Prosing Crimson. Flash power for one negative effect. Right. What can we do about that? First, what can we do about this? Because that is quite bad. I think the only reasonable response is an ego. Such as Roseate Desire. It's still struggling. How about Ryoshu with red eyes? It's neutral. The thing I'm more afraid here is Gregor flipping his shit and doing something bad. How about we era Heathcliff so he doesn't die, because he's one of the targets of the AoE. For him, yes. Because I don't want to lose that unit. This is our main damage dealer. Can't do anything about that. Unfortunate, but that's how it is. Cloud Cutter. Paralyzed. I see a synergy coming up. We can paralyze her, but Gregor is going to do something bad, so it is a 5-coin skill. So the idea here is that it's going to be paralyzed before it launches with Ryoshu's skill 1. Then Gregor is going to do his thing and probably kill himself doing so. And probably kill Honglu as well. And Honglu is the one that's going to use that ego. Honglu, how are you with pierce damage? You are normal. Sounds good to me. Deploy.
없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Free paralysis for you. Staggers. Ah, unfortunate. It did stagger Honglu before he could use his attack, which is a shame. How many did we lose? We did lose Honglu and
어쩌겠냐?
Gregor, but we can make do.
저라고 나 잡아줘 뒤잡으니.
Heathcliff is in a bad position right now. We don't have any more Durante powers to help us either. Or egos. We are at a bad situation, brother. I wasn't counting on that. She has no stagger bar, so we can avoid. And I wasn't counting on that stagger. That was bad. That was really bad. And it's all hopeless for our Gregor or Heathcliff boy because he's low sanity, lots of bleed, and being targeted by a gajillion attacks. So that was kind of a waste. This is basically a wipe, but we shall fight on regardless. It is hopeless, but what can you do?
거치적거리지만 마.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬랩.
Goodbye, Heathcliff.
아직도 정신머리가 없어요.
Let's see. Maybe, just a maybe. Probably not, but a maybe. There's a chance to survive that. I don't think it's going to happen, but we shall try it regardless. Nah, this is death. This is a wipe. Goodbye, everyone. It's time to give up the stage and try again.
뒤질만한 상황이면 뒤져버려야지.
Unfortunately, the Kurokuma clan was struggling a little bit there. We have less members than is recommended for the battle, but we shall try one more time. How much time has it been? This is the boss of the Intervallo, so we can spend another try on it. Let's go again. With the same team, because I love the Kurokuma clan. Let's try to get our ego passive effects going on earlier. We were doing so well until Gregor corroded, because this is a sinking enemy, and you know what it is with sinking enemies, they are very bad for us, for our sanity. This is one of the flaws of the sanity system that I wish sanity was just like, how you call it? Darkest Dungeon. I already mentioned that before, but unfortunately that's how it is. Let's get our passives going, let's get our things moving. Favored. Favored. Oppose, neutral.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
First thing we gotta do is gain our sanity so we can clash good. Second thing we gotta do is get egos going on so we can get our passives flowing. Roseate Desire is very good to make sure that we can clash against whoever we want. If I want to win this battle, the only thing I have to do is switch over to the Heisho packs, and we know how that goes. But that was pretty much admitting defeat for using the Kurokuma clan, which is something I don't want to do. There we go. We got true defense power-ups. Let's use them.
고기 주잡스럽게 가서 모가지부터 거시기 해보는 것이 나건
Struggling favored. Making the next clash easier. For less resonance, that gives us a power up.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
I know that killing these guys will give us more regal resources, so we gotta keep that in mind.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Oh, even paralyzed roll. No, the paralysis goes to someone else. That's right. All right, come on, come on, come on.
자, 봐라.
Very good. Here comes the critique.
아까부터 두드려 맞더만. 배급박이 헷가닥 해보는
All right, let's get the evade going. Critique. How do you apply vehement painting again? There we go.
거시기 해보는 것이 나건이야.
Where are you, Honglu? Go. Whom else has vehement painting? No one. So we have to clash away. One-sided power counter won't help us here. We shall deploy it anyway.
배는
40
맛은
passive.
있는 편이 좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
One down.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Punishment.
완
Further punishment.
제대로 한방 묵어보시오.
끝.
내가 직접 글 한번 진득하니 어때야? 목이 피었잖아.
Violet. Breaking his land. She needs her sanity. She's low on sanity.
바이올렛. 브레이크 슬랩.
No. Back to it, back into the rhythm. We do have a singular power-up, so we shall use it. Here's Cliff the Clash Master.
손바닥이 찌릿찌릿해. 급은 좀 맞아 보이던데.
We do need another additional lust going on here, boys. Let's say that cloud burst until we get into a boss now at a moment where we need to nerf the boss. Let's go.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
컵을 마실 걸?
Almost a kill there.
올랐네. 몇 차서.
If you can get Rhodia to use her Sanguine Desire here, we can get that bleed, keep that bleed going. Which is, very good. Glass Hen.
거참 재미없게.
Eagle resources acquired. Eagle resources acquired. You must build additional pylons.
옛날에 외부 강사로.
All right, I really, really, really want your bleed to remain the same, so it is shall. Let's take the big attacks first. Hopeless to say. Storm McCloud. I do believe these guys are going to die because they're going to die protecting their masters. So we shall simply attack her. That is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good at 8, so we can get the last power up going on. And that is more lust, please. So we can change this to a favored. There we go. Dominating clashes.
나가서 싸워.
And infinite bleed for you.
나와. 자, 놈 나와. 이거는
Bleed for me. Bleed for me. Yeah.
아마 됐다. 가세요.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Bleed for me, I say. Ooh, stage 2. That was a little easier, wasn't it? Well, oh, she has no bleed on her right now, which is, you know, less than optimal, but we shall make do. We do require our healing, so Gregor, if you would be a dear, how are you, Heathcliff? You have 3 defense power-ups. We shall probably use those. Plus resonance? Yes, yes, yes. Neutral? Hopeless? Unopposed because she's faster. Ishmael, rotate the tire, now! Who's that past attack targeted at? Reset, hold on. Hold on tight. Heathcliff, can you possibly clash against that? Yes, you can! And so you shall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take care of the first 4 attacks, leaving us with a bunch of attacks that aren't clashing properly. Who are you targeting? You're targeting Heathcliff. Who are you targeting? You're targeting Rhodia. Rhodia has an eagle ready to pop, but we're not going to use it. Not yet, anyway. We do need Gregor to pop his ego, so need that healing, brother. But Gregor is, you know, kind of bad right now. There's a lot of attacks coming for Ish right now, and I don't like it. Let's take a step back. How many attacks are coming for Ish? There are at least 2 attacks coming for Ish. The first of which is... No, wait, hold on. What the fuck? 2 attacks for Heathcliff, 3 attacks for Heathcliff. Got it. So Heathcliff has to deal with 3 attacks. This one, which he can power counter his way to success. And which one other? Can't fucking see. That's this one and this one. Got it. Counter those 2, if you will, if you please. As for Ishmael, she has 2 attacks that need to be accounted for. She can theoretically... Which one is the one on for Heathcliff? Is the one at the back here, right? She's going to dodge that one so that Heathcliff can go away scot-free. That means we have only 2 more attacks to contend with. One targeted at Honglu, one targeted at Rhodia. The one targeted at Rhodia will be a normal loss attack. There we go. It is hopeless, but it won't be for very long. And the Honglu one is the problem. Because that is a strong attack. Then that leaves us with Gregor and Ryoshu. Ryoshu, attack unopposed, and Gregor, pop your ego. We need healing. Honglu has been chosen to take the brunt of this damage, so I accept it.
뒷문가 봐주지.
We aren't using Roseate Desire yet, for we need to build a little bit more bleed. But she has all unclashable coins now. I mean, unbreakable coins, so she's going to be using the bleed to apply to her every time, so maybe you should have to activate that next turn. We do not know what that means. We just attack you, brother. And we punish you too. Here comes the healing.
선물이라고 할까?
Excelente.
자, 이걸로 대신하지.
Deals no damage, but that's not the purpose of the eagle. Oh, the evade didn't happen. What happened there? Then did I fuck up my targeting? Well, no matter. Ooh, 7 count. I like that. We're gonna keep that.
브레이크 슬랩.
Turn end. Turn start.
777 모덕이 뭐하고 있냐?
I do not like how fast you are. Are you targeting Rhodia by any chance? Yes, you are. What a shame. Indeed. Dominate that clash, and here we have 2 other attacks. We do need lust, as always. As for Honglu, anything targeting here? No. Honglu looks like she has something out for Honglu. I do not like how fast you are, and so I shall slow you down. I'm sorry, but it has to happen. Fortunately for you, Rhodia gets to go first. So, here we go. Actually, no. Do this one. And you use yours here. And we have a full lust resonance here. That's good enough for me. Favored and favored. That sounds good to me. Destroy her. Now that she has 9 bleed count, let's increase that quite a lot.
독이 피었잖아.
You will bleed. Fortunately, your attack cannot stagger me, but that one can. Ow. I have to Rein the clash first before I can not be staggered. You're gonna have to pop an EO for healing next turn as well. Deny. Go away. There's a bot on Twitch trying to sell me viewers once again, and I do not appreciate those. Not one bit.
바이올렛. 브레이크 슬랩.
Sanguine Desire, rolling like a truck.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면
20 bleed count. I like that. Big attack coming in, and we do not have much of a choice but to weather it. Who shall be the lucky winner?
말안 해도
Hopeless. How about egos? Can we do something about that? Yes, we can. Can we do something advanced about that? Who would be the best clasher out of here? Hopeless, so no. I have to activate Superbia every time we want to cycle through our egos, so not a big fan of that, but you know how it is. How about Guardian of Thorns? Can it clash? It's a dominating clash, and it will heal everyone. Does this attack end the turn on use end? End this turn, alright. So it's better if we send someone to clash last, though. Superbia, activate. Blind Obsession, can it win? Yes, it can. And for the rest of the team, no. I make a mistake. She has overwhelming speed, and the reason why we could clash against this last turn is because we had our egos activated. So let's not do a mistake. Let's heal our team with Garden of Thorns. And it doesn't matter which skills we use here for at the end of the turn, the turn ends after the attack finishes. So here, and here.
나가서 싸워. 그렇게 할게요. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Ooh, 5%? Goddamn!
선물이라고 할 건 없고. 자, 이걸로 대신하지.
Now bleed for me, I say. Cool attack. Unfortunately, you are on a timer. The next 3 attacks are going to be your demise. Wee. Heathcliff, do the thing. It has no power-ups right now, has a lot of bleed, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all what we do now. She is going to perish. 3 attacks, 3 clashes, it's all that's going to take. Boop, boop, boop. You've bled for me, like a wild beast skewered with spears in a mighty hunt. I do hate using Rosé Desire, but again, I do have the ego, and I do love a Bleating, and I do love the Kurokumo, so I am going to use the tools at my disposal, as always. I shall not limit myself. Why would I do that? And if I really wanted to win, I could just take a Nurse Father and win this, because, come on, they're overpowered as shit. Clear reward, and we got the EX. Took a lot of damage, but that is perfectly fine. Victory has been achieved. Good memories. I didn't have my voice changer at all this time, did I? Okay, it's not. See, you are already looking much better with those superfluous animal part removed. You were serious about finding your own movement. I already answered that. But you need time. Under the Fauve's wing, at least you can fully cultivate your movement, perhaps. I don't suppose words have any meaning now.
The docent raised her giant arm as though to strike us in her final act of defiance. Then slamming it down upon the floor, we enter through instead.
All I can do is buy time for...
Mid-sentence, the docent suddenly went limp like a marionette whose strings were cut.
Dead. And here I thought her last words were going to be succinct. And thus we are made foes with yet another finger, the ring. Let's not doom and gloom already, fellas. We beat an officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? I see this is a pretty definite win. All on your own, huh? Come on, bro. I was fighting my ass out there. Here, Gregor has the point. The outcome of this battle would have not changed by a significant margin, even if you had help being here, Kira. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Faust. You don't have to crush her like that. This is more like it. We won't have to freak out over a mere BB anymore, as long as we're here with Clock. Ha! Don't sacrifice yourselves for achieving the bare minimum. Those who celebrate over so small an occasion don't deserve to stand aside as active men. Well, I guess this is impressive of people who used to be much stronger like Otis or Don Quixote. These, speak not such folly, for the joy of my competitors is my own. Have you any inklings as to why she might have, in her final moment, elected to demolish the door? Right? It's not like we have short of door here. Are we really debating the logical thought process someone who has 2 seconds away from dropping dead? Come on, let's get out of here so we can bring everyone else up to speed. Didn't I just leave this room? Aha.
Ishmael walked out through the door we'd entered through and appeared from behind us.
Oh shit, where did the exit go? Don't tell me the exit changes every time someone walks through it. Nope, can't be that easy. Dihu Star, I am barred from enjoying the fresh air of the world outside. No longer free to travel the mountains and cliffs as my feet would carry me, as the other members of the Pinky are. I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of wings and backstreet. Ha! So this is what she meant. The back door through which we traverse the passage to the corridor of the one called the Index Nurse Father. Cross the broken door we might, however it avails us but a brief jaunt to the Pinky's Nurse Father Azure corridor before it returns us to this room. Room's now locked in a loop without a starting point. Won't matter what door we open.
Is there anything we can do?
A rescue team will arrive in time. As this location adheres to a regular flow of time, unlike the warp trains, it will be approximately between a week or 2 from the present before we can return.
That is pretty long.
Now, the first problem we're going to have to deal with food. As far as I'm aware, it should be useful as 3 days, thanks to Rhodia. So let's... I didn't bring any snack. It's not like we are about to walk into an L-Corp branches or a dungeon, so... Yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're going to have to give this room a thorough search then. No need. If there's no exit, we cut up on our own. What about the part where it cuts your memories too? Deal with that yet? Nope. The sword, it still cleaves the memory with every slash. Don't know what memory was sliced away this time, but something recent or one I hold dear. Wait, don't be so bloody rash about it.
Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in the loving depths of his heart. Ever since the day of the Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special precious meaning to Heathcliff. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryosho's arm. Though Ryosho and Heathcliff's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other, it was clear that Ryosho's reckless attitude towards sacrificing her own memories triggered a sort of anxiety from Heathcliff.
What? Didn't you hear? The nerds will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in the scabbard and wait it out? The radio doesn't work. What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of the doors up there? There are thousands of them. Out of the question. By doing so, we're putting ourselves at greater risk, that of casting ourselves in the endless mazes that is the corridor. Okay, but we're dead meat if that brick wall of a metro wanders into this room. That wolf lady was word. Man, I'm seeing the flags. It's a hella risky move, but I think Yoshihide and her OP steward is our best bet. Shut the fuck up. Right, but we got lucky and they found us in a day or two. Quit freaking out, HC. It will be only forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Clock.
I looked toward the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remained still. The white blade soon reveals itself, and cuts across the wall where the door used to be. And naturally, as the Arashiki blade cleaves through the wall, so does its Ryosho's memories.
We were really getting somewhere. The thin strands of Araya's image, which had just begun to coalesce, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again.
Sorry about that, I was doing the voice. The thin strands of Araya's image, which had just begun to coalesce, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again. Even still, Araya released the blade without hesitation.
But it's okay, we'll try again, so...
Conveying no resentment, no hatred, but a few words of consolation.
Don't feel too bad.
As her voice faded into the gentle dark with Ryosho's memories.
So that was what the trailer was talking about. Alright, what we got next? The next destination! Encore, Merso's Kento. Yeah. Welcome back! Question, what exactly was the point of verifying every backdoor within this house of spiders? Oh, Hohenheim didn't fill you in? Any information regarding those doors are holding enormous values for us, not to mention the higher-ups requesting us to reorganize the house of spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we had to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they're preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know. Wait, stop right there. What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that our bosses are preparing for a war or something? I just feel like there isn't enough alarm in his voice, considering what he's saying. Preparing for what? Not even trying to hide anymore, huh? Did I say something wrong? Must you ask to know? I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the aspirant W Corp. We call Limbus Company the aspirant L Corp, meaning we have a shared goal. But unlike the dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp is still kicking, despite its rapid decline in the recent years. And as we all know, the companies in the city aren't much worth unless they got the military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to a physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking, though. Who knows what their higher-ups in our companies are thinking? Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This reflects pretty well in our performance metrics. And we didn't even suffer that many losses. I can simply say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration.
After saying our farewells to Alan, we returned to the forward base and shared with Hohenheim everything that has happened so far. Hohenheim and Faust both did not seem willing to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryosho's memory sort of re-examined.
Hohenheim, results out yet? Not yet, assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take about 20 more minutes. Have you forgotten already? He talks too much.
Ryosho sounded irritated as she scolded Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of anxiety from the way she kept puffing her cigarette to stub its increasingly shorter intervals.
This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. Mine's slowing down a tad. You're practically fumigating the room with a cigarette smoke. Then speed up, glass is gonna bounce as soon as I hear the result. Both of you need to learn to respect that things take time. Yes, time is indeed relative, but the fact that I managed to complete an in-depth analysis of the item of such a mystery as in a single day is incredibly faster around, so therefore deserves your appreciation. I have been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent part of myself as late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated upon. It is an evident truth that such a result could not have been replicable had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallways and grab any passing research and tell them about my incredible turnaround time. And you hear them say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that, I will answer, "Shut the fuck up."
Evidently tired of the two sinners alternating turns, hounding him for results, Hohenheim seemed to speed up his analysis and managed to hit the finish line much earlier than 20 minutes.
Whoa, done already? Yes. There are times when the test results are extracted earlier than the predicted time frame. Many of those instances are easily attributable to my genius at work. Then why aren't you saying anything? Give me the TR now. You did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I'm attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that. Ha! You think your shit would ever use no acronyms, right? What if it's something like sheesh that's the full day, unwind after work though? And your verdict on her interpretation? That is exactly what I meant, just better than MTL in some ways.
How she lies as she breathes. At that moment, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device, almost as though it were giggling.
Very well, then we'll get right into it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased. Huh? That's it? Hardly. Second, a name has been erased for her memory. Do you recall the name of the man who works with Manager Sod? Effie? I would have asked in the past tense, had it been whom I was referring to. Glad Miss Sod wasn't here for that. That kid, right, I don't remember his name.
She forgot Pilot's name?
I want to forget about Pilot as well. That she did. Among other mislasted deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the type of food she fed to a seagull. Oh my. Fie upon thee, does that say that it has the memories of both the young Ryoshu and me have been thrown to utter destruction? Look, Donkey, I'm not trying to be mean here, but that seems to be pretty acceptable, doesn't it, for the price of unsheathing a sword like that? If we're going by sheer volume, I wouldn't quite say its mileage is acceptable. Erased several days worth of memories just for a single swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they kind of sound like inconsequential memories, don't they? Regan Heath forgot stuff all the time, how is this any different? The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to have been impacted by the scabbard of Arashiki, or to be more precise, the power of Araya's ego. That's so.
Ryoshu looked down at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya in Ryoshu's collection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be, severed and removed again.
While it takes a rather significant amount of time, the scabbard seems to be, yes, capable of selecting which of Ryoshu's memories are to be erased at the cost of using Arashiki. Sounds like I should be grateful then.
But Ryoshu regards the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the void she left behind.
Oh, so it's got like a cooldown timer. She can use it whenever, as long as she gives it time to select trivial memories. I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss it then as trivial. The memory of the time where you were complimented for your cooking was quite a precious memory, wasn't it? You performed an inverse calculation of the relic's cost. Yes, according to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than light memories to properly wield it. So, have her memories been restored? As presumed, attempts to recall the erased being existent have resulted in failure. That is quite discouraging.
But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that something used to be in that negative space, many things can still be reminisced upon. Like Ryoshu said, forgotten but not lost.
Clock. You've just stepped forth into this world of sangria.
Flash the briefest of smiles and scatters away with a plume of cigarette smoke.
Collecting the GB will restore it. What used to be there, to be here, in the pockets of void in my heart, my on and only.
Ryoshu's gaze traced the invisible, the unperceivable. A few more days passed us by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited Sade and Pilot in recovery. Did a few odd jobs here and there, like helping suppress a distortion containment breach caused by an USC hire. But with all loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long, kinda feels like we're home again. Return to the bus.
Bus, sweet bus. Oh, ring, oh, ring. Chair could use a little more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Damn it, this is your ride. Hella badass.
Between the two individuals who were looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment, Hohenheim squeezed through a warn us about things to watch out for.
I asked Team Leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as close as possible to the next. Keep driving through the door, and it will bring you right to an empty spot on the highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by chance there's a car driving behind you, it will crash into the bus. Nods. So what are you two doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did you? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing of your exploits, but to accompany you through then is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, just how did you manage to escape your confinement? I told them I had some stuff to help you with. They let me out of making me scribble some docs. Solitary confinement hell is boring, so I thought I might get some air. But I'll say goodbye to while I'm out and about, right? I see. You exploited the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners are to be treated as exceptions to the right. The person in charge of that training is currently checked into the long-term recovery ward. More problems stemming from the shortage of manpower. I'd best include that in the report.
Sounds like you're both here to see us go.
Well then, time for a valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I've grown too hard to use to see your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as I expected to. Another day of reunion must await in the future. I would appreciate if such a reunion had a low probability of occurring. Well, I'm not very partial to the mathematical statistics like probability theory. I hope your prediction is dead right. Well then. Hey, Yoshihide. What? I wouldn't say we're family exactly, but... Listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to say to you. A lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So, SRL. Did I do that right? Acronymize it into L. And call me Ryoshu, not Yoshihide. Prefer the echoes of that name.
After a round of goodbyes, the two disembarked from the bus, and no sooner had the machinery clicked into place than the bus driver's bus wheels finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward a blindingly radiant portal, massive enough to engulf the bus whole. Well, off to our next destination, I guess. Oh, right. Where are we headed next?
Dente inquires about the next destination, Virgilius. That's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question. Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question ever led to anywhere that's not downright bizarre?
Virgilius gave me a faint, knowing smile as though to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark, then delivered a comment that sounds too lighthearted for its gravity.
Downright bizarre, is it? Well, let me just say that it's a high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14. In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route to N-Corp. So we are going there after all. N-Corp. Plenty of faces that I'd rather not see.
As the rest of the sinners voiced their various gripes and discontent with N-Corp, Merso, who probably had the most amount of history with the wing, simply flipped open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though for him, none of this changed anything.
Now departing, vroom vroom.
With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale. And... rewards earned, and that is... it. That was an excellent Intervallo. I loved it. Music for this is excellent. I didn't like the music of the final boss that much, but it was excellent nonetheless. And we got a full EX clear too. Cleared with the Kurokumo clan, as usual, my favorite team. Even if I had to use Sanguine Desire, but again, two in my disposal, I shall use it. Alright, that is it for today's stream, my friends. Tune in later in about 3-4 hours for today's Mirror Dungeon. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is V4, and if you liked the stream, recommend it to your friends, and if you did not like it, recommend it to your enemies. See you soon.